right now we're waiting for the presentation at the Calico Mine stage. And look at this crowd. I don't know.
Excuse me, sorry. Okay. Alright. Into the middle somewhere? Around here?
Yeah. If you want to try to get up here, there's a decent amount of space around me though.
Was that a given?
Like I'm not like shoulder to shoulder. Because they have an exclusive lounge bar that I'm gonna get. Luckily though, it's one per person, so that way we can avoid ourselves. But you want to be able to
Everybody together. What was your first year? I knew you were there. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Scary Farm 50. Nightmares Revealed. From new mazes to returning scare zones. Legendary monsters and fog like no other. Now Scary Farm continues to be the leader in Halloween events. And this year we're rolling out a monster menu sure to please even the pickiest poltergeist. Alliteration's my friend. It's easy. Priority access to all the mazes and select attractions. We also have new food offerings this year with the buffet. Munch with the monsters before you face your fears. Treat yourself to a Knott Scary Farm buffet dinner, followed by early entrance to select areas of Knott Scary Farm. Miss Leanna Vamp.
How's everybody doing tonight? I think you can do better. How is everybody doing tonight? That's more like it. So we have a lot we are going to dive right in. We are going to get into the fabulous and frightening scare zones of Knott Scary Farm.
There's no safe place to hide here at Knott Scary Farm. Oh, it may look nice and welcoming now, but come Scary Farm night, this whole place will be crawling with monsters. And you'll have fun trying to survive these returning attractions and scare zones. First up, returning from previous years is the Timber Mountain Long Ride Halloween Hootenanny. Every year, the citizens of Timber Mountain invite the mysterious creatures that live out in the woods and caverns of the area to join them as they celebrate the season at the Halloween Hootenanny. All set to an original song performed by Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. That's the Timber Mountain Long Ride Halloween Hootenanny.
Also welcoming back Calico Candy Mountain. Every fall, the Calico Mines undergo a fantastical transformation into a candy wonderland. And what a sweet treat it is.
Yes. All right, let's get to, are you ready? We'll get to it. The Scare Zones. First up for our Scare Zones is, of course, the granddaddy of them all. Roll that beautiful footage there. Scary Farm was born. Good luck making it through Fog Alley in one piece. They're waiting for you. And there will be here some tonight. And that's Ghost Town Streets right there. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful.
And next up, we have Forsaken Lake. Along Mission Row, a watery grave awaits those who get lost among the tombstones in Forsaken Lake.
Yes. Any fans of Forsaken Lake? Yeah! All right, next up, returning favorite. Let's roll it. The Goring 20s! Venture down memory lane back in time to the decadent decade of the Goring 20s. This unique zone has returned for another year of terror-filled temptation. Featuring, of course, the Devil's Elixir.
Are you ready to try
It's
the
right there.
elixir?
There it
I'm
is.
gonna try that. Are you trying it?
I don't drink, but I may have them.
I
Yes.
do.
Oh, that guy does. He's trying the Devil's Elixir. And up next, we have Carnival. Strolling down the boardwalk, Carnival will have you dying from laughter. And just dying. That's Carnival for you.
There it is. And new for this year is an old friend that you probably remember. Roll it. This classic scare zone returns to put the evil in medieval. Live out your wildest fantasies in this ghost from the past as the gauntlet returns.
All right, folks, up next, we are going to dive into returning mazes for 2023. And first up, the Depths. Following the steps of a doomed mining team as you plunge deeper and deeper into the catacombs beneath the sinister seaside town. Your only chance of escape is a treacherous path through a sunken ship into the dark unknown that lies beyond.
All right.
Depths.
For our next returning maze, wax on, wax off, waxworks. There it is. Buy a ticket and make your way into the most amazing wax museum in the world has ever seen. Waxworks, a sinister figure, has been tinkering at night. The screams of his victims have been drowned out by a cauldron of bubbling wax in Waxworks.
And next up, you're going to want to take a trip into Dark Entities. Beam aboard a shattered space station for a zero-gravity descent into chaos. Because in space, no one can hear you die. Make sure to see this maze because this will be its final year.
Final year. One last chance. All right, our next one is a very popular one. Are you ready to bring back Origins? Visit the Wilderness Dance Hall and step back in time for Origins. Sarah Marshall has been branded a witch by the townsfolk, and you're about to take a journey in her footsteps. All will be revealed as the Green Witch curses those who have accused her. And it's open tonight with the lights on tour, baby.
So who's ready to step back into Mesmer? Step into Mesmer and be amazed by the power of the mind. A hypnotic session with Professor Mesmer can cure all phobias, including snakes, spiders, darkness, and much more. Enter the professor's dark world of hypnosis and come face to face with what lies beyond. I like Mesmer.
Yes,
Yeah,
very popular. Try to walk back there, though. All right. Also returning from last year, Bloodline 1842. Enter the war-torn streets of the steampunk neo-Victorian city of Valdonia. In Bloodline 1842, vampires have destroyed the city. Armed with only your wits this time, you must find the remaining Daybreakers and help them destroy the Vampire King. The last stand is here, and it's up to you. A lot of pressure in that one.
All right. All right, and for our last returning maze of the season, it's the Grimoire. Turn the pages of a mysterious book that has the power to destroy the world. Escape the demonic hellhounds and the evil creatures that the Grimoire has released, or have your soul eternally trapped in its pages. We'll let you decide.
Yeah.
The Grimoire.
The lesson is don't read, kids. It's bad for you. All right, we've made it this far. Are you ready to unearth 3 new and terror-ridden mazes? 3 brand new mazes that await you for Knott Scary Farm 50. You have to tell me you're ready. All right.
That was pretty good. I think they deserve to hear it now.
First up, roll it. Cinema Slasher. Take in a fright-filled flick at the Midnight Theater, but you may find yourself in a starring role. Venture through the screen itself and into the movie worlds of the Cinema Slasher. Will you make it to the sequel or wind up another victim of the Midnight Theater? Shh! The movie's starting, and it's going to be a killer one.
The journey begins in a condemned theater. We walk into an auditorium, and we walk through the screen and right into the middle of the film. And you yourself become a star in this film, being chased by our masked slasher.
You're going to see an homage to all these mazes from the past. We have homage to Slaughterhouse, to Trick or Treat, as well as Camp Gonna Get You. The Cinema Slasher Killer is based off of one of our old dark ride overlays, Slasher the Dark. All these things we're tying into this haunted movie theater as an homage to the 50th because we're going back to these attractions and using them as theme pieces throughout the maze.
Through the trio of terror that we created, 3 different films, you're going to see these horrific images and scenes. What you see on the screen is what you're going to be walking into. When you walk in, he's going to turn his focus to you, and you are going to become a part of this film.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm a big movie fan, so.
Yes, as I feel everyone out here is probably a big horror movie fan. So. All right, so up next, coming to memory lane, it's Room 13. A dangerously addictive new cocktail named the Devil's Elixir lies at the blood-red heart of the Blind Tiger murders. But where did it come from? Check into the extravagant Archive Hotel where you may find the answers. Or you may not be found at all.
So we're taking the story that we've had in the Roaring 20s, we're continuing that on inside our brand new maze, Room 13, and I'm incredibly excited for all of our guests to come and see it. you finally get a chance to go behind the scenes and kind of see where the Devil's Elixir came from. Now, the Archive Hotel is a beautiful Art Deco hotel. You'll notice that, although beautiful, that there has been something sinister, something terrible that's happened, and that's all caused by this Devil's Elixir. So I'm incredibly excited to be able to dive in and see a little bit more of the Blind Tiger and the origin stories of the Devil's Elixir.
Room 13, baby. All right. Back in 1977, Knott's Scary Farm debuted the 10 Chilling Chambers. Anybody remember that one? We'll probably need back medicine then. To celebrate our 50th anniversary, we are debuting the modern version. Last up of the new mazes, the Chilling Chambers. But don't take my word for it. Please welcome the murderous maniac who presides over the chamber itself, the Keeper.
Ultimate Knott's Scary Farm 50th anniversary tribute maze, the Chilling Chambers. Guests will enter this towering, beautiful Gothic cathedral, a breathtaking shrine that houses all of these various chambers. Each one of them are a tribute to Knott's Scary Farm's past. The caretaker of these various chambers is a new character we have created named the Keeper, and he's just opened the door to let us in.
This maze is so chock full of Easter eggs. Every tombstone, every engraving, it all means something. It's all part of our history. This maze is a love letter to us all. We who created, you the fans. Everyone who has experienced Knott's over the last 50 years, this maze is for you.
Hiya, Fringy! It's so great to be back home here at Knott's Scary Farm. Crank up that farm, because it's time for me to open my chamber doors. Inside, you'll see nightmares of 50 years of Halloween haunts. Let me hear you. Spent a half-century unearthing trinkets and totems of terror, but the time is right for me to show you my collection. I can't wait for the air to be crisp and for the leaves to crush beneath my graveyard boots. And most of all, Fringies, to hear the sound of screams echo through the halls of my chilling chambers. Until then, Fringies, good riddance, bad night, and I'll see you in the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Keeper himself. During overseeing the Chilling Chambers up near the entrance to the Gauntlet. But tonight he'll be in Boot Hill for ghoulish greetings and phantom photos just for you. And once you have experienced all of our thrilling mazes, you can continue to enjoy Knott's Scary Farm with our 50th anniversary, our returning and new award-winning entertainment offerings that will be sure to have you screaming for more. First up, returning show right here is... Welcome to the Lead Magnifique Carnival du Grotesque. Right here at the Calico Mine stage. A collection of death-defying feats and carnival acts that will delight your darkest desires and fill your senses with terror and delight. The carnival right here. Don't miss it.
And we also have a classic returning to the world-famous Birdcage Theater after years of slumber. Dr. Cleaver returns. The classic Dr. Cleaver show is back for more mayhem and more madness. Join the demented doctor and his assistant for a journey into the outer reaches of the human mind.
Dr. Cleaver returns. And last but certainly not least, the all-new musical extravaganza. It's a brand new show. Let's take a look at it. It's called Music, Monsters, and Mayhem. And to tell us more about this unique and exciting musical experience is the creator, director, and choreographer, my good friend, the very talented Mr. K.C. Gussler.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all tonight? Great. Well, as Jeff said, I'm K.C. Gussler. I'm the creator, the show director, and choreographer of Knott's Scary Farm's brand new 50th anniversary musical tribute spectacular, Music, Monsters, and Mayhem. It will be performing 3 times a night at the Walter Knott Theater. This production will take you on a sexy, scintillating, and provocative musical journey, celebrating 50 years of terror, frights, and laughter. It's based upon some of your favorite mazes and entertainment offerings throughout the past 50 years. We'll take you from the dark and ominous streets of Calico to the frightening and terror-filled doll factory, and to the fiery depths of hell itself. This is a high-energy stage show which features high-octane choreography, a rockin' musical score, and hosts a cast of 24 singers, dancers, and comedians that will get your heart pounding and screaming in delight. When I began creating this production over half a year ago, I conceived and developed it by looking through a list of Scary Farm mazes, all the way from 1973 to present day 2022. It was imperative to me that we try and touch upon as many fan favorite offerings from over half a century. We have developed a brand new original song for one of the musical numbers, written by music producer Rob Perez and composer Brett Simmons. And the show will be lit with lighting design by 3-time Emmy winner of Dancing with the Stars, Mr. Matt Cotter. I'm very excited for all of you to visit this experience and have a great and happy Halloween. See you there.
And now we're going to move on to killer collectibles and monstrous memorabilia. Scary Farm fans and shopaholics, myself included, be sure to visit our brand new Scary Farm Legacy store for an amazing array of event exclusive and limited edition merchandise. Look at all that. Looks great. We're going shopping later, right?
All right, you're going to be the first to play the brand new Scary Farm-opoly. It's a game loaded with great photos and Easter eggs, and the store, like I said, is open tonight.
Are you okay? You okay? We'll have someone look at this when we're done. As he was saying, the conductor's lantern unlocks secrets never before revealed at Knott's Scary Farm. It's a dark and mysterious object known only to the conductor. Oh, and I'm being told that it's going to be available for purchase tonight for $39.99 over at the Legacy store. But wait, there's more.
There's always more.
There's always more. This interactive artifact unlocks over 100 secret moments at Scary Farm, including over 50 in-maze activations, 10 Scare Zone secrets, and much more. No Scary Farm diehard is going to want to miss out on unlocking all that Haunt has to offer. Solve that mystery. But wait, there's more.
There's always more.
There's always more. We'll also be offering a new collectible this year, the No Boo Necklace. Wait.
Put this on.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Now, she clearly said it was a no-boo necklace, so...
You can't boo us.
You're not allowed to
You're not
boo it
allowed.
yet.
It's part of the rules. Okay. So this necklace is going to grant the wearer scare immunity in our scare zone. So if you have one of these on, it's illuminated and most importantly visible to the monsters. They will avoid scaring you directly. So, but listen, if you want to be scared, you just don't wear the necklace, okay? The rules are easy. So this is great for groups and families, but let me warn you, it does not work in the mazes. So even if you have this on, you're still for a game in there. See, it comes back. So if you need some protection getting from maze to maze, the Nobu necklace will be available for $14.99 at most merchandise locations. No, be fine, see, you can boo me now. Yeah? Rude. Okay, and I think that about wraps it up.
That about wraps it up? No, wait. Not exactly, Leanne.
Wait. Are you telling me what I think you're telling me?
Okay, we've had a great time here tonight. We've had a great time revealing the mazes, zones, collectibles, and shows that we've set to make everyone scream this Halloween season. But there's one little item I forgot to mention. We forgot to mention. We talked about Dr. Cleaver and the Birdcage, Music Monsters and Mayhem at the Walter Knott Theater, Carnival Du Grotesque right here on the Calico Mine stage. But there's one more show, and ladies and gentlemen, that last show needs no introduction. The show that was canceled in 2019 returns after a 4-year absence, just like me. I am proud. Yes, you can finally sit down while the villains are strung up. This year's show will be a return of the irreverent send-up of the year's events with no holds barred and nothing spared. The Hanging Got Canceled is offensive, violent, and back to piss off anyone without a sense of
Are you ready? The ceremonial has returned, and it's up to you and me to terminate the turmoil that's terrorized our territory. The curse of Calico is real, and we're going to end it. Tonight, at 9:45 American time, I will have the witch in my custody to face the noose. That puts a rope around her neck and a smile on my face. Are you ready for a hangout?
You heard the man, folks. There will be an event right here at 9:45 p.m. to close out our night of Scary Farm goodness.
You never know where she's lurking.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lawman! Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and scary, very talented Miss Leanna Vamp.
Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to join Jeff and I a little bit later over at Fireman's Barbecue for some Not Scary Farm trivia.
And good times. We'll be hanging out over at Fireman's Barbecue all night. I'm Jeff Tucker. Thank you. Thank you for being the best fans in the world. Don't miss the Legacy Store and the other amazing things we have for you tonight.
They just made an announcement on mazes, shows, and merchandise. They're bringing back old favorites while bringing in new ones.
She's making her little way through.
Okay. Right now we're making our way to the media lounge and we might showcase some of the food. Alright. Ooh. That looks good.
Spaghetti pie.
Spaghetti pie. Okay. This is spaghetti pie.
I'll put it in the light.
Okay. Alright.
Hold on, take a picture. Okay.
I wouldn't.
You want to grab a burger?
What? Oh, sure. Okay, you can get one. Sure.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Want me to grab it?
And here is the gauntlet gauntlet?
Gauntlet garlic.
Okay. And here is the gauntlet garlic overlord slider. Okay.
Which one are you gonna eat first?
I'll try the spaghetti. I'll try the spaghetti pie first. It's pretty crispy on top. Mm.
Are we eating the spaghetti?
I'll get a napkin.
This is water.
It is, yeah.
It's pretty unique since it's in one big block and there's bacon on top. I already said what it is. That white stuff is garlic sauce.
have the EpiPen because it just brought
I'm gonna try the swamp skater sausage. I don't think it's alligator. I think it's regular sausage, but who knows?
Anything about something.
I like the grilled veggies in it.
Sausage, does it taste like alligator or does it just...
I mean, the sausage tastes normal, but who knows? It's kind of spicy. Wait, what flavor is this? Alright. I'm gonna try the raspberry beignets. Oh dang, it's warm and inside. There's a raspberry filling. This is the best beignets that Knott's has had, even better than the boysenberry ones. Just because there's filling inside.
You know these paintings?
Alright. I picked up a dark chocolate cookie which has the 50th anniversary of... Wait. I picked up a dark chocolate cookie which has the 50th anniversary of Scary Farm white thingy around it. What?
¿Y a ti de tu seguranza? Okay.
Here we see a display of all the food offerings at Knott's Spooky Farm. So we tried that, the spaghetti pie. And when you actually get it, it probably will be a bigger serving than what we had in that plate. That's very cute. These little popsicles have googly eyes on it.
Any good pizzas?
Let's go to the beignets. Look, Snoopy. Snoopy.
Look at that pizza.
Here. There's the beignets we just had. That's possibly the.
How are you? Nice to see you.
That's possibly the best dessert that Knott's has ever made.
I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm here for the 50th.
Hi. What? Okay, we're gonna watch the history of Knott's Scary Farm. Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's in 5 minutes, okay. Hello. Where should we go?
distinguished greeting to Knott Scary Farm historian, themed entertainment writer and director, and author of The History of Knott Scary Farm, Ted Doherty.
Can you hear me? Hi. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to see all of you. Thank you so much. You know, right outside those doors, I spent several seasons as one of the sliding monsters in the Ghost Town Scare Zone, and I love every single second of it. But nowadays, I write and help create the nightmares behind these Knott Scary Farm attractions. But I'm also a historian. I wrote this book on the history of Knott Scary Farm, and thank you. It's available over at the Legacy store if you're interested. But you know, this event is very near and dear to my heart, which is why it's such an honor to be here with all of you at the world-famous Birdcage Theater to help kick things off for the 50th anniversary of Knott Scary Farm. Are you excited? Well, tonight we're going to celebrate some of the past highlights of Knott Scary Farm. Like I said, I wrote this big old book, so I'm not going to ramble on forever about it. It's going to be rapid fire to help make sure we're all up to speed and help you understand and appreciate even more the wonderful surprises we have in store for you this season. And by the way, if you've seen these presentations in the past, that's awesome. But I'm going to be sharing some photographs of Knott Scary Farm that have never been published before during this presentation. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to go by fast. So strap yourselves in. Let's get this thing started. If you want to bring down the lights a little bit. All right. So Knott Scary Farm did debut in 1973. And Knott Scary Farm is indeed the longest running Halloween themed event at any theme park in the entire world. All others trace their roots back to Knott. Now, throughout the years, a lot of people have asked me, how did the event begin? And there's a lot of factors that go into all of that, but generally speaking, I narrowed it down to one person. That person was an actor named Larry Vincent, who portrayed a character named Seymour, Master of the Macabre, also known as Sinister Seymour. He was a very famous television horror host here in Southern California in the early 1970s. And his shows consisted of B-horror movies, and Seymour would periodically interrupt the film and crack jokes about how terrible these movies are. He affectionately referred to his fans, his viewers, as fringies, because they were on the fringe of lunacy for liking such terrible, trashy films. Now, to promote his TV shows, he took it on the road and performed it live at local movie theaters here in Southern California. And the format would be pretty much the same as his TV show, but in front of a live audience. So there'd be a horror movie up on the big screen, and we'll see more either live and in person cracking jokes about these movies. He took that concept to a couple local theme parks here in Southern California, but the venues were not ideal. They didn't really lend themselves to the eerie environment that matched Sinister Seymour. So in the process of looking for a new and improved venue, Seymour's people contacted Knott's Berry Farm and said, Knott's Berry Farm, we understand you have the John Wayne Theater, which is now the Walter Knott Theater. And we understand it's environmentally controlled, and it's got a movie projector. Can we have Seymour perform there? Knott's Berry Farm said, that's a great idea. We love it. In fact, we'll build a Halloween event around Seymour. And voila, that was the birth of Knott's Halloween Haunt, now known as Knott's Scary Farm. It's clicker. There you go. Knott's Halloween Haunt, now known as Knott's Scary Farm. And from the very beginning, the park dove into the concept of a large-scale Halloween party. I mean, all the employees participated. The log ride was turned into Satan's Sawmill, and the Calico Mine ride was turned into the Haunted Mine. And those were like the main scare attractions in the early days of Scary Farm, packed with live actors terrorizing everybody. And then there was the now defunct attraction, the Haunted Shack. Oops, we went too far, sorry. The Haunted Shack, we all miss the Haunted Shack. Well, Sorry, Lion Shack, it went away. But they had live actors, as well as Ghost Town had the very first Scary Zone monsters and on the planet. And they were the Wild West stunt show personnel dressed as monsters and to roam the streets. And in the early days, they had all kinds of sideshows and entertainment, and carnival illusions and magicians. They repurposed the stunt shows, and they had live bands and dancing, all kinds of live entertainment. Every single store and employee participated and dressed up, from food services. Let's see if we can get some photos of these. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Food services to merchandise to ticketing to ride operators. Everybody participated and dressed up. And in addition to that, the buildings outside of Ghost Town, well, those were turned into the startling pecans with eerie lighting and sound effects and masks on the mannequins. And outside of those buildings, well, the park decoration was just wonderful. The Ghost Town became shrouded in scare cloth and more eerie lighting and sound effects. Oh, can you hit the next slide for me manually? We may have to do it that way because I think the battery will be out here. But anyways, Ghost Town was shrouded in fog and all that. Knott went all in. By 1977, they introduced the first maze built solely for Knott's Scary Farm, named the 10 Chilling Chambers. And the Chilling Chambers for short. And yeah, and so that maze had a new scatter for the event because every single Knott's Scary Farm maze that came after can trace its roots back to the Chilling Chambers. And after Seymour hosted the first two haunts, other celebrity hosts got involved. People like Will and Dad. And Weird Al Yankovic, and the longest running host in Knott's Scary Farm's history, Elvira. We love Elvira. Well, by the 1980s, the event grew with more monsters and things like sliders in the Ghost Town Scare Zone, and the monster looks were becoming more advanced and identifiable as Knott's Scary Farm monsters. And by the late 1980s, well, the event grew with more and more mazes, and that was to accommodate the massive swarms of crowds attending Knott's Scary Farm. These mazes had more identity with their names and early forms of storytelling, but that paved the way to the powerhouse mazes of the 1990s. Legendary classics like Lair the Vampire, go ahead and hit the next slide, Dominion of the Dead, Nightmares, Industrial Evil, so many legendary mazes that really kind of established the high quality and maze design we see today at the event. And in time, other scare zones were added aside from Ghost Town, like the Gauntlet, the Swamp, Carnival, Silver Bullet Mine Town, others like Necropolis. So all of a sudden, the event was covering the entire park to make way for groundbreaking mazes like the Carnival of Carnivorous Clowns in 3D. Go ahead and hit the next slide there. As well as classics like the Asylum, the 13 Acts Murder Manor, and Doll Factory, Trick or Treat, and so many more that raised the production value of these different mazes. And soon, interactivity would be added with attractions like Trapped and the Skeleton Key Rooms, and those led to Infected and Bloodline, where the guests became active participants within the attractions. And throughout the years, the show productions grew from The Hanging to Puppet Up to Zamora and Dr. Cleaver to the Misfit of Magic, Ed Alonso, who performed on the same stage. It's so awesome. Well, eventually, theatricality would be added with attractions like Paranormal Incorporated. Go ahead and hit the next one there. As well as The Hollow, Forsaken Lake, Origins, The Grimoire, and that, my dear friends, The Birdcage, in a nutshell, brings us up to date. Wow, I told you it's going to go like that. Obviously, that's just scratching the surface. Thousands and thousands of factors go into making Knott's Scary Farm what it is today, but that's a general summary. So now that we're up to date, let's talk about some of the announcements. I'm going to talk about a couple of the attractions I've worked on and some of the inspiration and how they tie back to the event's history. So first up is Cinema Slasher. Are we excited for Cinema Slasher? So, the inspiration behind Cinema Slasher is pretty straight ahead. For years, people have been saying, "Oh, Knott's Scary Farm is like walking through your very own horror movie." And so we thought, well, geez, what if we did that. So I conceptualized this attraction with industry designer John Cook. I wrote it, he designed it. We love John Cook, yes. And then it was overseen by Ken Parks, who's the corporate director of creative development for Cedar Fair, the parent company of Knott's Berry Farm. And we worked very closely with the eventual co-designer and art director assigned to the project here at Knott's, Daniel Miller. So, to reiterate the basic premise, Cinema Slasher invites guests into a local movie theater that's proudly hosting its Trio of Terror Film Festival. All three films star the most famous masked horror villain of all time, the Slasher of the Dark. The only problem is, this movie theater burned down 50 years ago on this very night and has mysteriously reappeared. So, guests go inside this theater and go through the screens and find themselves trapped within the worlds of these three movies. The three movies are Trick or Treat, Camp Gonna Get You, and Slaughterhouse. So will they succumb to the evil Slasher of the Dark, or will they find themselves trapped forever in this very haunted theater? So, there are tons of references to Knott's Scary Farm's past with that brief description I just shared, starting with the main antagonist, the Slasher of the Dark. So the Slasher of the Dark that we see here, that was a Knott's Scary Farm overlay to the Kingdom of the Dinosaurs attraction back in 1994 and 1995. It was about a serial killer attacking people in a theme park dark ride. Fast forward many years later in 2016, when the Skeleton Key rooms became standalone miniature scare experiences. Go ahead and hit the next one. One of them was named Slasher, which is about a 1980s serial killer attack. So our main antagonist for Cinema Slasher is inspired by those past characters. And the three movies we go into are inspired by past Scary Farm attractions. The first up is Trick or Treat, and that allowed guests to go into the Green Witch's house, Sarah Marshall's house. But it was modernized, and we were attacked by her evil minions, the Tricksters. In our variant, they go into the house, but it's a sorority house where there's a massive college Halloween party taking place, and the Slasher of the Dark is attacking. So it's got your typical horror movie tropes, but it's kind of our nod to like the classic 70s, 1970s slasher movies. The second one is Camp Gonna Get Ya. And so that was a Knott's Scary Farm overlay to the Timber Mountain log ride from 1996 to 2000. And it was kind of like evil scouts taking over the mountain. In our version, guests go into like a forest summer camp that's under attack by another variation of the Slasher of the Dark. So it's kind of our ode to like the classic 1980s summer camp slasher movies. Now, the last one, Slaughterhouse. Well, the first time Slaughterhouse appeared as a Knott's Scary Farm maze was way back in 1987 in the Fairy Tales Playhouse over in Camp Snoopy. And it was kind of like a Bloody Butcher type of thing. And many years later, also in Camp Snoopy, another version of Slaughterhouse came around that ultimately became Uncle Willie's Barbecue Slaughterhouse. It's a lot of blood and guts. The inspiration behind our version is more of like the torture porn films of the 2000s. So just over-the-top gore. So consider yourselves warned. But as you can imagine, myself and John Cook and Daniel Miller and Ken Parks, we had a great time reimagining those past themes for Cinema Slasher. The next one is the Chilling Chambers. Are you excited to say? So the Chilling Chambers is a tribute in name alone to the first maze built solely for Knott's Scary Farm, which you just learned about back in 1977. And just like Cinema Slasher, I conceptualized this with John Cook and Ken Parks, and we worked very closely with the eventual co-designer and art director assigned to the project here at Knott's, Gus Kruger. So, if you were born and you were old enough to go to Knott's Scary Farm back in 1997 for the 25th anniversary. Go ahead and hit the next one. You might have gone through the 25th Shiver anniversary tribute maze. And it was a lot of fun, but go ahead and hit the next one. There, it was kind of like a hodgepodge of past themes. And it was fun, but we were looking at trying to do something that had a little more narrative cohesion, because when you have these bits and pieces of past attractions all kind of thrown together in one venue with themes that have nothing to do with each other, well, we wanted to find a way to try to pull that together. So one of the tools that we've implemented to try and help us accomplish that is we created a narrator, a host for the Chilling Chambers, who you met earlier, the Keeper. And so the Keeper is a tribute to the first host of Knott's Scary Farm, Sinister Seymour. So go ahead and hit the next one there, yeah. And so the Keeper is a brand new character inspired by Seymour, but the Keeper is more on the creepier side of things, more on the scarier side of things, sinister, macabre. But he works as a way to inform the guests as to what they're seeing when they go through this attraction. Go ahead and hit the next one. Yeah, because we realize not every Scary Farm generation is going to be familiar with these past thieves inside the chilling chamber, so he works as a way to help hold things together. So myself and John Cook and Gus and Ken and the rest of the very talented team putting this all together, we're very excited for you to check out the Chilling Chambers. Now there's one last thing that I wanted to share before we wrap it up. I mentioned at the top of all of this that I spent several seasons as one of the sliding monsters in the Ghost Town Scare Zone. My character was a werewolf named Rage. So there's Rage 1.0 there on the right with the green witch. Then after a couple of seasons, they customized and created a prosthetic that they would glue to my face every night. So that's Rage 2.0.
because this product goes on and it stays on. Actually, I'm great. Have you ever worn cream makeup? As much as, we used to swear by the Ben Nye products. Not to drop any names, but we used to, sorry. And they're great products. But this is the airbrush makeup here, Lee. Yeah, now this, it'll go on, is alcohol makeup. We have a lot better in 2Ds, like what we're doing now. I don't remember. We typically say the percentage for if you've got two people playing the same character. And so it looks like, or three people playing the same character, so it looks like that person following you throughout the maze. It's not really one person following you, it's three people playing the same character. Does that make sense? We typically because like amazing characters, more people, more characters, more monsters, more talent. So we'll try to aesthetics we use for again, if somebody's really running and sweating, you really want to have a piece of fun glued to your face. The always good news is absorb your sweat. What's the aesthetic? Years ago in Haiti, there was a character that we didn't see anymore. That basically they used to apply the face and they would build up the back of his head. There were, I think they spent 45 minutes a night for one person, for a hanging character. Yeah. We use it twice. Yeah. A lot of airbrushing. Typically for Knott, we have a style. We'll go through a base, we'll go through a shadow, we'll go through a highlight, and then that character, you don't see the detail, especially in the dark and in the fog. It's awesome.
That is the history of Knott's Scary Farm. Whoa, did you see the lights? So, I like how towards the end, the guy revealed the costume that he used to wear to scare people in Ghost Town. He said that he was a slider, which I think are those people that go up and... Hi! Oh my god, I thought he tripped or something. And then, what else? Hi! Nice snort you got there. What? What else happened during the show? Oh yeah. So basically the guy the guy went from being one of the monsters in Ghost Town to eventually now he plans out the So basically the guy used to be one of the monsters in Ghost Town and now he plans the Knott's Scary Farm events. And he's been here for a very long time, so the 50th anniversary is super special to him. I'm like looking around. Yeah. We're gonna check out the wardrobe department.
Let's do it. That's like, yeah, you're not gonna get that on a regular.
What's that, an executioner? This is the gun holder for the Cowboys.
You stop him and say, in your last 5 minutes, make your clown a zombie. So that was a redirect. Now, he practiced the clown, yes? Yeah, he had practiced the clown. He was not prepared for having to make him into a zombie. But that was the part of the audition, is to basically, we think we know what we do, we think we understand these characters, and then we have to pivot. And learn and pivot, they're the people who are more apt to find himself on my team. Yes. Are you talking about design?
Yeah, design.
Created by the designer, and then we look at the costume and we say, okay, the makeup has to go with the costume, has to live in that world, and we will build from there. We also have to go through and say, there was one year we had more than one zombie maze going on. We had to make sure that these zombies look different than those zombies. I mean, okay, sounds good. Yeah.
You don't live that yourself.
No.
Hello Blogineers, your Knott's ambassadors here. Tonight we're going to show you the 50th anniversary of Knott's, a preview. Hello Blogineers, your Knott's ambassadors here. Hello Blogineers, your Knott's ambassadors here. Tonight we're going to show you a preview of the 50th anniversary of Knott's Scary Farm. Now we're going to walk through Ghost Town.
Okay, actually this isn't as foggy as what it normally is.
Oh wait, maybe, no, look, there. It's a bit more foggy. Spooky, spooky.
My people over there, can you do that? The real event is super expensive. This is maybe like 10%. The real event you can't even see in front of you.
Alright, ready? Hola! Oh man, he didn't try to kill me.
The camera what happened? There's the store.
Oh yeah.
The store museum.
Okay.
Oh, it's called Legacy, right?
I don't know.
Scary Farm Legacy.
Okay. Over there is Scary Farm Legacy, which is a store and museum, but unfortunately we got there a bit too late, so it's closed for the night.
You're not going to see us very well, but...
See you in the next video. Bye. Right. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye. Wait. No, that didn't work. Can we go somewhere else? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, wait. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye. Wait, no, that wasn't timed well. That wasn't timed well. Let's do it again.
come to the front so we can back up this.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out Scary Farm's 50th anniversary and see you next time. Bye. Whoa. Alright. Let's go on a lights on tour of Origins, The Curse of Calico. Okay, we need to hurry. Oh. Whoa. Wait, there's 7 minutes.
Damnation.
Okay. Aw, poor guy. Got it? Is everyone in the schoolhouse dead? When you say to your right, you mean to your left.
So good.
You remember this part, right?
Oh yeah.
That is like super
Oh, look at this.
Oh my gosh. What? Okay. When it's all pitch dark, then when you walk through this, you'd be pretty disturbed at what you're feeling. No, there's the outdoor section. Huh.
smart people.
Wow.
I'm very proud of it.
So, when we did the lights on tour through this before, oh wait, no, over here it's in the open air, but back there they covered it, maybe because of that storm. Huh. Whoa.
It's so weird.
Wow. It's like we're walking through a green light tunnel.
Blinded me for a second. I gotta bring something out.
Lastly, we're gonna watch the hanging. I feel like a French person waiting to watch a I feel like a French person waiting to watch a public execution. I feel like a French person waiting to watch a public execution, except they use guillotines. This is a rope.
I know you. Someone help me. You don't have to do this. Let me go. This is insane. Somebody help me. You don't have to do this. You're just going along with it. I know you. Why won't you help me? Off me. You'll regret this.
For a hang. Good people of Calico, the time has come for us to end the misery that has beset our town. We have captured the witch, Sarah Marshall, and she will stand trial for her crimes. Bring forth the accused! Sarah Marshall, you are accused of the crime of witchcraft. How do you plead?
Not guilty. I'm no witch.
Liar!
This is insane. Some malady has infected your minds. I'm no witch. You must see that what you are doing is wrong. I'm innocent. You have no proof.
We have proof! Our crops have failed. Our children are missing. You are to blame. As judge and lawman of the town of Calico, I sentence you to hang by the neck until you are dead. We will have justice!
Foolish man. All fire and fury signify nothing. You are weak. You are nothing.
You got something to say, witch?
Oh,
And that is the preview of Knott's Scary Farm. There was so much to do, but only there was so much to do, but only a few hours to do it. So we wish we could have showed you more, like the stores, and they even had rides open today. What else? But yeah, I would say that the highlight was the food, especially those beignets. And then there's already another outro. What else? Is there anything else that we were supposed to see that?
My pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
There you are. There you go. Oh.
It's hard to see. I like this hat. Can you look at this?
It's not a. It's just a.
Why is she getting a virus?
They got